life is filled with accidents and intersections. In the space of a heartbeat, human error and earth-shattering acts of God are next-door neighbors. The things we argue about and agonize over are whisked away in an instant by events we could never have anticipated. The clock was racing for Eduardo Banuelos. He had a bad feeling about what was coming, and when he reached the hospital, he knew things would never be the same. His pregnant wife, Patricia, had been in a terrible car accident.
Right away, I guess they must have told him that I was there, so the doctor came in and he explained what was wrong with her, and he started crying. He told me there was really nothing he could do. He goes, and, all we have to do is pray. I knew that she wasn't going to make it.
We moved everybody to the OR, and you can't really see a person because so many people are working on her until they moved her over, and then we kind of, knew how bad she was.
I distinctly remember Debbie and telling her to take a deep breath because it was extremely distressful. Not only just seeing the mother who'd been in an accident, but then thinking, what kind of a situation we were going to face with the baby. We were all quite worried.
My world, if I could tell you, my brother said he lost all his strength. My world spun. It was just spinning. I remember looking at everybody and it was spinning. I was thinking of their 9-year-old son and how close he is to his mom. I was just praying, let her be okay. Let the baby be okay. It was very unreal.
Then, suddenly, there are folks reaching out to other folks across barriers of race, class, and age, and people find that kindness is all around them, in their neighbors, in their friends, and in their family.
Everybody that was involved was very concerned and became attached quickly to this family.
We were all each other's counselors. We were all each other's shoulders to cry on, each other's friends.
I guess the operator and her till maybe about 1 o'clock or something like that, and they finally told us that she didn't make it. I never asked why, I believe that certain things happen and they happen for a reason. I believe that that's my luck, that was how it was dealt, and I have to deal with it.
He was very quiet, but you could see inside of him that he was going through an excruciating amount of pain. And what he was telling me was, this is all I can do now. I need to be strong.
I've worked here 17 years, and I had never been involved in something that tragic.
Sometimes charitable efforts like the Children's Miracle Network are not fully appreciated until tragedy strikes.
It's those kinds of programs and training that have really helped us to gear up our program here to be prepared for these kind of situations.
Having this added nursery has really made the difference. It made the difference for her. They worked hard on Patricia. They really wanted to have her pull through. And when that didn't happen, it was just like everybody really, pulled for this baby.
When we did our first evaluation, clearly the scalp was intact. We didn't see any trauma anywhere in that part. Debbie, the bedside nurse, called me over to the bedside to say that there was something changing there quickly. There was a lot of swelling. We obtained a skull film and saw a huge fracture. And at that point, I felt we probably should be in quick availability of a pediatric neurosurgery support, and so we arranged for the baby to be transferred to Stanford.
I told everybody I have to go be with my son, before anybody else tells him. So then I told my brother, I can't be in both places at the same time. I'd rather be with my son right now. And then my brother said, go, don't worry. My brother and my sister, Claudia, they said, we'll go to Stanford and we'll let you know how everything happens with the baby. You go to your son.
So while family helped family, and doctors, nurses, and emergency medical technicians from 2 hospitals provided emergency care for his baby, Eduardo was able to take a moment for his son.
I told him, I just told him, do you believe in God? Yeah. And I told him, do you believe that we all go to heaven when we die? He goes, yeah. And I told him, Mom is with heaven, with God. And he started crying. I
truly will never forget this day in my life. It's imprinted there. It's one of the most unusual clinical and medical problems, and I won't ever forget this family or this baby.
The kind of work that we do, it kind of puts you in touch that there is an end. I mean, definitely you can be very positive, but it shows and demonstrates that how much you need to appreciate life for what it is.
On the day Eduardo Banuelos and his family were able to take his newborn daughter home, life was certainly appreciated.
This lady told me, you should have named her Miracle. Milagro, that's Milagro in Spanish, miracle. And she said, you should have named her Milagro, that's a nice name.
She's our angel. She is what keeps each and every one of us going. And I can assure you that Chris and Janelle keep my brother going. They are his strength. We see Patty in both of them. She's our little sunshine. For everybody, for my father, my mother, her dad, for Chris, her brother, her other grandparents. She's just our sunshine. Miracle.